Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ashley Cunningham here, and I am going to be channeling Kryon tonight. And I'm really, really excited because I love hearing from Kryon. I love channeling Kryon. I've channeled him before, and I feel like he's the kind of being that I just really want to connect with in this moment at this time. So and also you guys wanted to connect with him because he was the #1 pick out of our Channeling with Love poll that I had posted last week, I believe. Hey Amanda, thanks for joining. And so yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. We have a good lineup in the next coming weeks. So that'll be live here in Channeling with Love, and it's going to be really awesome to connect with some really awesome beings. We're going to be channeling, well, Kryon tonight. We're going to go with Lord Shiva, El Moira, Kutumi, and Melchizedek. We're all going to be hearing from them, and I am really, really excited. Honestly, outside of Lord Shiva, I have not channeled any of the other beings yet. So, and Kryon, because I've channeled him once, but I have not channeled any of the rest. So I think this is going to be really awesome, and I'm super excited. And I want to just start off by describing kind of what I've been feeling for the last few minutes right up until I went live here. Pretty much my whole body has like started getting really hot. Hey Veronica, hey Rita, thanks for joining. And I've just been feeling a lot of pressure building up all around me. And that definitely is an indicator to me that spirit or a spiritual being is really right there, ready to go and present. So yeah, Amanda, she's saying, I listened to Kryon too through Lee Carroll. I'm so excited. Yeah, so Kryon comes through a very specific way through Lee Carroll. I've channeled Kryon before, and he comes through me in a very different way. While it's still, his energy is still there, that his phrasing is still there, it's a little softer, and I appreciate it because I honestly don't think I could channel for like long periods of time yet, like Lee Carroll does at the high intensity level that he does. So definitely something to aspire to. He's a really amazing medium, channeler, whatever. I don't know what exactly Lee goes by or what title he likes, but lightworker. But yeah, I really enjoy connecting with Kryon, and he's coming in now. He's stepping in pretty directly right into the top of my crown chakra. I also sense in my heart chakra and all behind me, like he's really coming in pretty strong, and it's really great. Hey guys, thanks for joining. So happy you guys can be here. So I'm just sensing Kryon right now. He's saying hello, everyone. You are joining us tonight to hear a message, as well as for me to answer your questions or provide guidance. And this is the perfect time to do so. Right now, you may be feeling like this is the, he's saying hot seat, like we're in it, we're in the thick of it. Yeah, he's saying yes, he's confirming. The thick of it part, I kind of threw in there. Like that's how it was feeling to me. He's saying yes. And he's saying there's been many spiritual messages and much guidance on what the purpose is of the current situation around the world. And all of that stands. The changes that are happening on this planet, the light that is anchoring, the shifts that are taking place have all been addressed. And I want to address them only in saying that there is a time and place for everything, and this is the time and the place for this change to take shape. And while we humans may feel like this is just extra chaos, that maybe things are even darker than they were before, actually it's getting lighter. There's much more light anchoring on the planet and within your vessels. This virus has made you all stay inside. It's kind of forced you to rest, to take notice of what's happening around you. And all of this is key to moving forward on your inner journey and navigating a world that will be continuing to shift and make way for the new. Oh, he's coming in. He's getting in there more. So on this, he has noticed something that he wishes to call attention to, and that is the fear that is permeating people's daily lives. There's much fear out there in the world, and you're now bringing it and holding it and clinging to it as we are moving through this situation. And he wants you to remember who you are. You are not a being of fear, you are a being of love. And only clinging to love he's saying, clinging to love will move mountains for you, dear one, emotional mountains, physical barriers within your life, in your very cells, in your DNA. It will change completely if you focus on love, higher vibrational frequencies. Remember who you are. You are a being of love and light. You are not a being that is one to cower. And he's showing like a person like curled up in a ball and afraid of like what's going on around them. And it's like, that is not who you are. So you must remember that. You can call on the many beings that are surrounding you. And he's showing that same person while kind of curled up in a ball in fear, but surrounded by guardian angels and ascended masters and ancestors and loved ones and starseed families. And there's just like rows deep. There's so many people, so many beings that are there for you, and that you are one of them. You are not small. Saying, do not think that you are small or little, because you are a giant being of love and light, of pure love. And you must claim that. You must reclaim yourself and remember who you are. Moving forward, you may get reminders in your life of who you are. If you have forgotten, this may be a moment for you, a beat, a chance to rest, a chance to remember, a chance to connect back with your true essence, your true inner being of love and light. And as we move forward, there will be more changes, more situations that require you to remember. Saying, it's easier to just remember and not forget. So remind yourself daily if you need to. Just act. He's not saying act. He's showing like each of us pushing and he's saying exuding our energy further than our physical body. We control our energy. And claiming the space, claiming our energetic field as our own space, we get to define what enters that field, what takes place in that field, how we project that energy. And remembering who we are can help us to set the pace, set the tone for that energy around us. And as you remember to connect with love and light, and as you remember in your DNA, in your cells, who you are, you will attract more of love and light, of abundance, of higher vibrational frequencies. And then things start to change in your life. There are less bumps in the road. It's smoother sailings. It's nice. He's showing like a really big highway or freeway, and you're just driving down the freeway and you're going really fast, and it's just like the perfect day to go down the freeway or go driving, you know, like one of those Sunday drives where it's just relaxing, you're just having a good time, you're driving, and there's not a care in the world. That is where you can be. That is the state in which you can determine how your life unfolds. And it is not always about attracting like the material or attracting specific situations. It's also about attracting love and the people around you, attracting beings, having a life full of beings who love you back and you love in return. It is our natural state, and that is as it should be. So I'm asking him now if there's any other message or anything else that he wants to share, because I'm feeling he's kind of pulling back a little bit. The bottom line to this, in this situation, in this moment right now, if you need, or if you're feeling like you need assistance in this situation, like with the virus stuff, or in any situation, this is not singly applicable to just what's going on in the larger world. But if you need assistance, it's there. It's already right beside you. All you have to do is call on it. All you have to do is remember that you are not little. You are not just a little, he's saying a little pissant on a rock out in the middle of floating around in space. You are a being that can influence the world, influence the universe, shining your light, sharing your love. It has more effect than you may believe. And this is exciting. This is fun because you can play with that. And you can do things that you right now in your imagination could never even create in your imagination. So you couldn't even imagine the fantastical things that can happen when you recognize and move forward in that knowing. Okay, so he's just kind of turning his attention now. He sees there are questions, and so we'll take questions. We'll take some questions. Okay, so I see here, I'm sorry, I do apologize, I don't have it up on my phone. I see a question. I've been getting intense pins and needling feelings, especially in my toes, and I feel other vibrational feelings as well. Does this mean anything, or is it just my fibromyalgia? Kryon saying that there are many layers to it. An element of it is your fibromyalgia, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but you are definitely picking up vibrational energy around you. And start, if you haven't already, track or write down or somehow remember where you're feeling things. I find it really helpful to write it down and just say, oh, right arm today, or, you know, wherever you're feeling it, and however you want to remember it. But it's really interesting to write things down and then to see, kind of as you step back, a look at everything that's taken place in like the span of a week or a month. My journaling ebook is all about that, doing exactly that. So he's saying just pay attention to it and note it, and you're going to feel more confident, and definitely reinforce the feelings that you're getting, because they're definitely going to be, once you start to take notice and like take note of things, you can play around with it and ask I'm getting your team, so your guardian angel is the one giving you those sensations. Ask them to do things like give you sensations in your arm, or, you know, like you can play around and practice with it. And I'm going to go, and I hope that resonates with you. And I'm sorry, I'm not seeing your name right now. I'm actually going in and I'm looking it up right now, so that way I can see it. And it didn't show up. I do apologize, but I hope that resonates with you. And the next person who wrote any messages for me, I don't see your name. If someone can comment the name, I'll definitely follow up. Or if you want to say, hey, any messages for me with your name, I'll follow up. I do apologize for not having that up. Does Kryon have any messages or guidance for me? Oh, I think that was for... Nope, sorry. Also, definitely write down your name. I'm missing that one. Oh, wait. This is showing up out of order. I'm seeing Dorada's comments here, but I see Mary's right above it, but I'm not seeing it over here. So I'm going to go with Mary. May. Also, can I get help on who my guardian angels are? Spirit guides? Or spirit guides? Okay. May, I'm guessing you want a message and more about your guardian angels. So Kryon is going to chime in here for May. May, I'm getting that. Just take deep breaths whenever you're starting to feel anxious or like your energy is kind of amping up a little bit. Just take some deep breaths and kind of step back a little bit. Kryon is saying that at this time, it's extra important for you to focus in on your energy, where you're spending it, how you're spending it. And you can play around with it if you want. Moving forward, it's going to be much easier to shift gears for you, meaning like if you're in kind of a lower vibrational space, not feeling super great, you have tools that you can use to really switch out of that into a higher vibrational frequency very quickly. And as more energy is coming in, and as you're more practiced with it, with that switch, it's going to be that much faster for you, and you're just going to like switch and move forward, and that's going to be pretty dramatic. As to your guardian angels, I'm asking them to step in. I'm getting your male guardian angel right here, and you have a female as well. I'm asking your male guardian angel's name. And I got Adam right off the bat, and I'm asking him to confirm. And I'm getting yes, yes, yes in my left ear. So Adam's your male guardian angel's name. And then I'm shifting now to your female guardian angel. Okay, so I'm asking her to confirm. Elisa? It's kind of Elise, but with like an Elisa, and it has a little thing at the end, a little swishy thing on top of the A. which is kind of neat. And those are your guardian angels, and they're wanting you to ask for them to come in more, really come in and feel them. And they're sending a lot of love to you. So they're just really happy that you're connecting and looking to connect, and they're right there. And they're just showing me like sunrises, like things will be shifting, like there's things to come, exciting things to come. They're very, very excited. And they're stepping back. So I hope that resonates with you, May. If you have more specific questions, feel free to comment. Dorada, any message for me? Cryon's coming in and he's saying, just remember, Dorada, that you are an infinite being. And in the face of an infinite being, any problem dissolves very quickly. It just kind of crumbles to dust. Things tend to work out when you are connecting with your higher self and embodying that energy and shining that energy forward. He's showing me like light, like so bright that like maybe a problem, right, is coming at you, kind of like an asteroid. Like an asteroid is kind of moving towards you, and that's like representing a situation or a problem or anything that you're worried about. And your light is so bright that it just like kind of disintegrates when it enters that field. So it's like when an asteroid enters the atmosphere, it's disintegrating and breaking up because of just the reaction to the different chemicals, the different pressures. I'm not a scientist. I don't really know why asteroids break up like that, but he's showing that kind of effect of things just dissolving in front. So just remember that and know that as you move forward, when you are bringing forth that light and remembering you are an infinite being, definitely, this is a theme, apparently. Things are shifting or will be shifting or dissolving, and you just can move forward in whatever direction you wish. He's saying that it's a theme because it's true, and this is where a lot of people, a lot of us are right now in this moment, kind of getting prepared to make big shifts in our life. The energy is changing within us. We're anchoring more light, and so in the coming days and weeks and months, things are going to be changing for us for sure. So, yeah, I see here, Tara, will we see the ETs anytime soon? They are working steadfast above. He's just chuckling, Tara. They're saying you can see ETs at any time. Many people have already seen them. Many of us humans already know instinctually, like in our gut, even if people don't channel or connect or recognize what's really going on, they are sensing within themselves that we're not alone, and that's because we're not. And you know this, you guys all know this, but he's saying that the activity that's taking place is only increasing from the galactic beings that are around us and next to us and around us all day. He's saying, I am a galactic being. He's not from around here. And there's just more activity taking place. So the likelihood of more people opening up or awakening and sensing their energy, maybe seeing them with their eyes or their mind's eye, or sensing shifts happening around them and picking up on frequencies that are different than they're used to, that's immediately like happening right now. And more people will be able to connect. And so he's saying at any time, and if you wish to, dear Tara, connect and see an ET more closely, you can always ask for a high vibrational being of love and light. Maybe you're part of your starseed family can step forward for you in a meditation or or in a space where you're really comfortable and you can work with them. That's one thing. I do want to call that out. That's a really excellent question, Tara. I just hosted an Anchoring the Light with Your Starseed Family course 2 months ago now, at the end of March, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It seems like 2 years ago at this point. But I know there were some people who were asking about when I was going to be hosting a group like that again, and I'm aiming for August. So if any of you are interested in connecting with ET beings like Kryon, and now I'm thinking about it, I'm going to ask Kryon to join us in that group because that would be really awesome. So Kryon will be there, and he's just giving me a thumbs up. And if you want to connect with your personal starseed family or the galactic beings who you've incarnated with before and connect with before, and they are here to help you, that's why I call them starseed families. And if you want to connect with them and or just get practice channeling, communicating with different energies, that's all kind of part of the course. So definitely when I am able to announce it and get all the details out there, definitely let me know if you're interested, and sign up if it's ready to go. It'll be ready to go pretty soon. It's crazy that it's not too far away, but definitely it'll be fun. It's going to be a good experience. And the last time it was amazing. There were so many amazing things that happened in that course that I can't wait for the next one. Thank you guys for joining. I'm just saying lots of hellos here. Rita is asking, oh, sorry, Des was the next person. Who are the beings that are trying to connect with me? Kryon saying, of course, your angel team is right there and they're connecting with you. That's one group. There's a lot of fairies around you, Des. I don't know if you feel a lot of like fleeting energy and a lot of like kind of hyper energy around you, but they are really amazing. I love the fairies, and they're really, really fun. And he's showing like elemental beings, so not only fairies, but like tree spirits, spirits from like rivers and certain locations that really live and protect the area that they live in, that are connected to that specific location. So that's what he's showing me. I am not sure if that's resonating with your experiences, but it's very earthy. I'm not feeling anything kind of out there. It's more like down to earth, very happy, excited energy. And if you feel comfortable, reach out and say hello, and they'd love to connect with you. Rita, is there a specific area of my life that I should focus on, especially in order to advance on my journey of enlightenment and connectedness? Cryon's just saying, remembering that you are a being of infinite love and light. And he's putting a lot of energy right here on my third eye, Rita. He's putting a lot of energy there. So maybe working on practice meditation, clearing your third eye. And he's saying getting back to center. As you go through the day, we get blustered around, you know, it's kind of chaotic in our lives, or in the greater world. It's not always chaotic in our in our currently essentially quarantine lives at home. But as you go through your day, you may kind of fall off course, and always just coming back to your center is really one of the best and easiest and greatest tools that you can use to continue your work, because that gives you the space, kind of that foundation to build and move forward on any specific technique that you want to use, or any other avenue, anything that you want to try out. So definitely he's just pointing back to like bringing it back to center throughout your day is a great place to start. And he's showing, I'm asking him now on like your spiritual journey, is there anything that you need to focus on or learn or step up on? And he's showing there's so many avenues. He's like, you get the pick of any of them, and it's just really exciting. So if you want to channel, if you want to work on maybe a healing modality or connecting with certain types of material like color therapy or meditation specific stuff, go with whatever brings you joy and happiness. That is going to be the best guide of how you can progress on your ascension journey, is if it feels really good, if you're really excited about it. And he's showing like, you can't wait to dig in. You can't wait to read that book. You can't wait to practice that specific technique or that modality that you've just learned. If you can't wait to do it and you're just excited and you're just thinking about it, like that's the passion and the joy, and that's what really keeps you engaged on your journey, because sometimes it does kind of, it can get rote or routine, but always shaking it up and always finding that passion can be just the perfect way to push forward and break plateaus. And he's showing just always have your mind's eye on the next thing, and how can you connect the thing that you're doing with the next thing that you want to practice or experience. And he's saying practice or experience, you can go and learn a lot of things, like take classes and participate in things, but sometimes it's great to just get your hands dirty. And he's showing like digging in the dirt or gardening or just like going out and doing something. So for you, Rita, that's really like a great place to start, coming back to center, looking at your options, what's going to bring you joy for the next thing that you maybe want to practice or push into, and just have fun with it all. He's saying if you have fun in all of this stuff as you're moving through your ascension path, it's going to be just so light-filled, light-filled and joy-filled, and he's saying effortless. It will be effortless. It will all pull in together, and you can move forward in any direction that you wish. So I hope that resonates with you. That's really awesome. Really, really awesome. Judy, what was the exhaustion that overcame me this afternoon for a few hours? Oh my gosh, Judy, that's really cute. Cryon's immediately saying ascension symptoms. There's a lot of energy coming in already, and I've heard that the full wave of energy coming in hasn't even fully started yet, but oh man, there's a lot happening right now. A lot of work being done on all of us. And as you're really sensitive, Judy, you're going to need to take some rest. You're going to need to just step back and just go take naps when you feel like that. So that's what he's saying. It's just, it kind of hit you at that moment, like it caught up with you and you just needed to pause. And so your body just kind of shut down and said, I need to go sleep. So just go along with it when you feel that. Mary, any messages for me from my father or brother? Okay, Mary. Oh, this is kind of cute. So I see over here on my right, and I kind of hear on my right, that your father and brother are shaking hands with Kryon, and they're kind of like, when like older men just they reach out, they grab the hand. Maybe this is just where around in my area, but older men, they're meeting, they're chit-chatting, they're like shaking each other's hands, kind of coming into a little group, and they're just like starting to chat away. That's exactly what's happening right now, and it's really cute. And your brother and your father are now turning to me and stepping forward, and Cryon's just kind of behind me. And they're both just sending you kisses, Mary. They love you so much. They're really proud of you and your life. And okay, they're laying it on. They're just sending you so much love. So much love. And I don't know if you have children, Mary, but I feel like they're focused in on not just you, but your family. And they're around a lot. They're showing that they visit all the time. And they are, okay, guys, they're coming in strong here. They're sending you so much love, and they're showing you like sitting on the couch, like you're kind of towards the middle of the couch, and they're both sitting on either side of you, Mary, and they're just kind of like touching your shoulder or your shoulders, and they're right there, and they're saying their main message that they want you to know is that they're so proud of you, that they love you, that they're there for you in any given moment. If you need to speak with them, they are right there, and they're there for your family. And they're saying you're doing really well in this journey, in this life experience. Very strong in your sense of self, in your inner knowing. You're very strong in your intuition. And they're just showing you have a really big heart. And they're just so proud of the amount of love that you give to others. And they want you to remember to give love to yourself. And I'm asking them to step back a little bit because I'm going to cry. But yeah, they are just sending so much love to you. And they're going to be continuing to send love to you, Mary. So if you feel that right here in your chest, if you feel any pressure or shifting of energy in your heart chakra, that's them just blasting you with love. And so I hope that resonates with you. And they're stepping back, and Kryon stepping in now. Thank you for the question. Faye, does Kryon have a message for me? I love listening to him. Yes, he's saying, "Dear one, please call on me." He's saying he can help you if you need a kick in the pants, like if you need a punchy kind of being to give you guidance. He knows that you appreciate that type of energy. That's why you resonate with him so well, or so like you guys resonate. And he's just looking forward to speaking with you. And he's not going into any specific guidance. Basically, he wants you to call him in and talk with him like one-on-one. So if you can sense energy, or if you have a specific question for him, definitely ask the question. And then your job is to just listen, quiet your mind, see what you feel around you, or maybe within your body, like feeling your heart chakra, or maybe a message or an idea comes to mind. That's going to be him. And he's saying, I will be working with your guardian angels as well to ensure that the communication is crystal clear. And he's leaving it at that. So I hope that resonates with you, Faye. Definitely call him in. Mural, today I had a message for my coworker from her son's daughter that was passed. Was I right in relaying in everything I related to her? He's saying yes. And he's saying, as you open up more and you connect with spirit, and you are prompted maybe to share a message like that, or if there's something coming forward, if that feels like it's from your heart, if it resonates with you as true, just trust it and know that it's true. Like, don't second guess the messages coming through. And especially as you're practicing channeling and moving forward on opening up your senses, that seed of doubt can really delay activity, delay movement in your own means of communication with spirit, and trusting and just knowing that that's what you got. You couldn't make it up. That's what you got, and that's what you need to share. And he's saying you were spot on, and that's going to help bring peace to her family. And so just know that you were able to help with that, and be proud of that. That's a good question. Thank you. And that's awesome that you're feeling comfortable to share messages with the people around you, because as a light worker, that's, one amazing, great way that we can help the people around us. We can share our light, share our gifts, share things that come to us, share, and not be afraid to share our ideas or funny jokes or our energy, because that's, really important, and people around you are going to just be really impacted by that. Okay, so Terry Lynn is asking, would love guidance from Kryon. Oh, I saw it. I was like, oh, there's a second question, but no, you just had misspelled it. That's cute. Kryob. I love it. Okay. Kryon, anything for Terry Lynn? Terry Lynn, you are a beautiful being, beautiful spirit. You have so much to offer the world. Be confident and know that you have a lot to give. And people are watching and paying attention to you. Maybe people that you don't recognize, or people that you not recognize, but people that you don't really think are paying attention to you. They're watching you. He's saying, for yourself, remember who you are. And okay, I'm feeling a little action here in my heart chakra. If you're really worried, or if there's a specific situation that's weighing on you, Terry Lynn, hand it off to your guardian angels. Just say, I give this to you. It can be as easy as that. You can visualize it. Hand it off. It can be a small thing or a big thing in your life. But Kryon's just putting a lot of energy, a lot of pressure right here on my heart chakra, and just kind of making me feel like weighed down a little bit. So if that's how you're feeling, definitely call in your guardian angels, hand it off, and keep doing that. As whenever you think about maybe that situation or something that's weighing on you, be like, oh, there's the thought. Time to hand it off to my guardian angels. Time to hand it over, because that's not for me to worry about. That's not my job here. Your job on earth is not to worry. It's to experience joy and abundance and learn some lessons that may be bumpy, but get through them, and just have fun, as much fun as you can in the process. And Kryon saying, continue to hand it off. Okay, whew. I'm asking you to step back a little bit. That was a lot of energy right there. I really hope that resonates with you, Terry Lynn. Okay, Veronica is asking for any guidance. Ooh, Veronica, I'm just getting a sense of just whirlwind-like energy. Like there's so much going on for you right now. Take a breather. He's saying, pump the brakes, take a breather, get some rest. There's a lot unfolding, and you may not realize this at the moment, but there's a lot unfolding for you. And just remember to, he's kind of showing you like walking down the street and like things are standing out to you. And you're like, whoa, that's trippy. And you're like, whoa, that's like amazing. When you see like signs, there's all these signs, things around you that are being presented to you for you to recognize. Just remember them, write them down, take note of them, really call them out for yourself, because that's all confirmation that you're on your path, you're doing your thing. And your team is really giving me the sense that you're good where you're at right now. Things are going to be changing and it's going to be really exciting for you. So I hope that resonates. Things are going to be opening up. And I'm just getting like a really excited, kind of buzzy feel. I'm asking Kryon to confirm. Excuse me. He's saying, yep. Well, yes, not yep. He doesn't say yep. But yeah, so I hope that resonates for you, Veronica. Sounds like things are really going to be shifting. And Kryon saying faster than you may realize, or sooner, like it's going to happen soon. So that's exciting. Melody, she's wondering what something means. Last night during one of her wake-ups, definitely, we've all been there, and especially as energy's coming in, we've been, well, I definitely have been waking up a lot. She had a vision of her 6-year-old daughter in a trance, just looking forward, emanating intense, vivid royal blue. Okay, Melody, I'm asking Kryon, what is going on with this? So your daughter is really open to sensing energy, spirit. There's a lot going on there. And that vivid blue color, he's saying she's an indigo, but it's also some crystal qualities. And she's very, very open right now. As she's developing, she may be prompted to like dial that back or filter it. And the vision for you is to really, he's saying support her through it, and be open with it. And I'm sure you've had conversations, or you will be having conversations with her around her being open and sensing and making it more comfortable or normal almost, and guiding her through it. It's going to be important. And so that vision for you is really important to see as kind of maybe confirmation of something that you have already sensed, or kind of letting you know, hey, this is going to start coming up. So that's really cool. Definitely. And he's saying for the sleeping situation and for your daughter as well, grounding as much as possible is going to be really your best friend in this next wave of energy. And he's showing like be out in the backyard, or maybe a front yard, maybe a park space, of course, off on your own. But out in, I'm seeing just grass, like laying out in the grass, or having like a picnic and connecting and making it really fun, like a family thing, and just enjoying time outside to help kind of even out that energy a bit. Okay. Sorry here, guys. I'm just looking at a few comments. This is a really good comment and question, Amanda. So She says, today I went to Walmart. We had to wait in line outside the store. My anxiety ramped up with everyone's fear to the point I thought I would pass out. I had to leave. Can he tell me what to do in the future? I did try having a light bubble around me and calling on Archangel Michael's blue flame to transmute the energies. It just wasn't enough for today. And he's really calling this one out because now is a perfect time and he's first, actually, he's wanting me to backtrack. So Amanda, he's first applauding you for using the different techniques that you had that came to mind when you were in that space. Like, that's really, really key that you do that. He's saying also prepare ahead of time, make sure you're grounded ahead of time. Drinking, he's showing a lot of water, keeping your physical vessel at a comfortable space is really important. And I'm asking him now specifically, you're stuck in line. Like, what can you do? Saying the bubble, so using that golden bubble of energy protection to repel lower vibrational energy and prevent people from like blasting their energy at you and you absorbing it is really good. Having Archangel Michael there is really, really good. Asking your guardian angels to step in and shield you is also a great way to do that. And this is really important because they can definitely do that. They can deflect or help shift energy and provide kind of a barrier between if you're not able to leave or if you're not able to kind of shut down a little bit that energy that's coming in. He's showing you can go into a meditative state as you're standing there. And he's giving me the transcendental meditation, the Ima, kind of using that as a chant to get you to a space where you can still be around, but you're kind of cueing yourself, your team, and source, and anyone else that you want to call in, that you are moving into the space, and that really helps shift energy. This won't be really in like a full meditation because you have to be able to function and move around. You don't want to be completely out of it or like not aware of your surroundings, but definitely you can use that as a cue. Affirmations, crystals in your pockets if you want, going at different times of day. You can call in your team to transmute the energy ahead of you. So you don't have to actually, like when you're standing there, call everyone in. You can say, okay, I'm going to Walmart in an hour. Please make the way smooth for me. Make the way calm and comfortable. And your team, like, they're so amazing. They can do that. They can go forward and just transmute and kind of get rid of that energy. Now, he's saying other people that are around you have the free will choice to cling to that anxiety and that fear. And so being really close to them, may impact your energetic field, definitely. But there are a lot of different tools that you can use, and you were off to a great start. And he's saying, he's kind of pointing now to this, like being a time where it's a great immediate feedback loop. So for practicing these kinds of tools in certain situations. So you look at this as an opportunity to really build your muscle, your energy muscle, your muscle of using your free will and calling on your team and using these different tools to really transmute and create that energetic field and that space that you want around you. And he's saying this is a very powerful, immediate response kind of situation when you're in the line at Walmart. How can you make it more comfortable for yourself? And he's saying take notes, see this as a practice opportunity, and then leave it at the door before you get home. You know, as you're leaving Walmart, get yourself cleared away again, and then you can move forward with your day without being super impacted. And yeah, he's wanting people to kind of, you know, shift your idea around maybe, okay, this is a really tough situation, and a lot of us are going to be in that situation at one time or another, even in this week. You know, we all have to go to the grocery store. We all have to, we do have to go out into the world for our necessities, and using this as a space of practice kind of shifts the framework a little bit, doesn't it? So you're not thinking, oh, okay, I have to go to Walmart, I have to deal with this. Like, you're all confronted with the reality of a virus, you know, space. But if you're able to see it as a practice, you can see what really works for you and your energy, what makes you feel good. And it kind of takes that abruptness out a little bit, and it helps you kind of move forward in that experience. So I really hope that resonates with you, Amanda. Thank you so much for that question and offering that experience, because like I said, we're all going to have to be dealing with that throughout our lives in the coming weeks and stuff. So that's really beautiful. Alex is asking, can Kryon describe himself a bit to know him better? He's saying, certainly. Kryon is a being from, he's saying, deep space, so very, very, very far away. And he heard the call to come here to Earth. He heard humans calling out for help. Crying out for help, crying out for love and light, yearning to be connected, needing support, constantly looking for the thing that's going to fill us up, you know, bring joy, bring fulfillment to ourselves. And he heard Gaia's call. And he came, and he's showing me, I'm just seeing like a really dark blue, almost black matte like being, but it's so bright. Like, the light coming out of it is just so beautiful and really, really bright and amazing. But that mass is like made up of a lot of different beings, and he's saying that I was once many, and over, in your framework, you may refer to time, over time, all in the divine moment, these many beings became Kryon, became one specific entity. And oh, this is really cool. He's speaking in my ear, right? And I feel energy here, but I'm getting his words in my mind. And he's now shifting his voice to where there are layers of voices. It's all his, but it's layers deep. And it's kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's really trippy. But outside of how I just described it, but he's saying there's much wisdom, and that he has sought to provide and help guide us humans through a lot of our different trials, tribulations, the different things that we're working through on this planet, here in this battlefield, he's saying. And he's calling it a battlefield right now because there is much going on within each of us. And as a soul being of love and light energy, it's part of our experience, part of our job to be here, is to go through those emotions, to feel, sense this reality that we are currently in, and to live through it and experience certain events. And he's just here to provide guidance and really to help support Gaia, who is a beautiful, amazing, bright being of love and light energy herself. And she's created this space that allows the many, many soul beings to come here and to push our boundaries, to expand our light, to color in the variations of experience that we all get to feel and experience here. And so he's here to honor that call and to help all of us and to help Gaia. And yeah, he's kind of stopping there. So I hope that answers some of your question there, Alex. Thanks for asking that. I didn't go into that too much before. Kryon is predominantly channeled by Lee Carroll. So if you haven't heard of him before, definitely look up like Kryon on YouTube or online. Lee Carroll's everywhere. And he actually trans channels Kryon. And so Kryon really comes in very strongly into his body and then speaks, and he's trans channeling Kryon, which is really beautiful. May is saying, thank you, Ashley and Spirit Guides, for coming through. Have the messages I've been hearing in my sleep from Adam and Eliza. I hope I'm spelling your name right. Yeah, I'm asking them now. They're saying, yes, we have been, they've been right in your ear and putting messages, and they've been influencing your dreams to get through to you, May. So they're really, really happy that you're calling attention to that. And if you want them to do it more specifically, or like give you certain messages or help you remember those messages or see the connections more, just ask them to come in and like be really, really direct, and or ask for set your intention to remember everything that you've dreamt or all the messages that are coming through for you. And then when you wake up in the morning, like make sure you're writing it down and keeping track of it. And it's really amazing. Barry is saying, this may be the first time I've heard of anyone channeling Kryon. Wow, Barry, that's really awesome. Yeah, Kryon's a really awesome being, and I really love connecting with him. And I really appreciate that he comes through pretty clear for me, and I just love his energy and all that he does for a lot of people. He is very, very wise, and he's excellent. He's an excellent being to connect with. So I can't say more about connecting with him. I love connecting with him. And okay, so I have maybe one more question, and then I need to get off of here. I don't want to push your guys' time too much, since we're just coming up to 7:30 my time. Tenzin saying, I always picture Kryon as Optimus Prime from Transformers movie. That's really awesome. His voice, the way Lee Carroll channels him, and the voice of Optimus Prime kind of blends together. So I can see why you would think that. That's really cool. Yep, Dorada's calling it out. Kryon of magnetic service, definitely. Okay, so I am going to let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for all of your questions, for tuning in and hanging out. And if you have any more questions, feel free to jump on. I am going to be going live next Thursday at the exact same time in the exact same place here on Channeling with Love. And we are going to be channeling, I believe it's Lord Shiva is the next one. But I also have the events area in Channeling with Love updated with all of the beings that I'm going to be channeling for the next about month and a half. And so if you guys have recommendations, send them my way. If you have questions, feel free to post in the Lord Shiva event or bring them to next Thursday's channeling. And thank you guys so much for hanging out and tuning in. And thank you to Kryon for answering your guys' questions and bringing forward that message. It was really beautiful. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a great one, and love and light. Bye.